sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Panther first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Demario Davis there on the play. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. Catch there for the NFL's leading receiver from week 1 in terms of yardage, and this one picks up a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll let this go towards the end zone. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll lead to a second down. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the gun, it's Young. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down.
19 Tiger. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Young to throw on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A big play for the Panthers. 56 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 40. On 1st down is Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. Going for it all. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. Now Young. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Out comes Sly for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go, set.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right,
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
when you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2. Now Young. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game.